Hey y'all, welcome back to the farm. You know, there's something so special about running a small farm. The connection to the land, the joy of growing your own food, and the sense of community it fosters. But let's be real, making a good living off a small farm can be tough. It takes grit, determination, and a whole lot of heart. But don't you worry, it's not impossible. With a little planning and some creative thinking, even the smallest farms can thrive. Over the years, Chip and I have learned a thing or two about turning a dream into a successful business. And we believe that with the right strategies, small farms can be both profitable and sustainable. So, if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and make your farm dreams a reality, stick around. We're sharing 7 actionable tips that can help you maximize profits while staying true to your values. Let's get started. Now, y'all know I love a good renovation project, taking something old and making it new again. But just like you wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, you don't want your farm's success to hinge on a single crop or product. That's where diversification comes in. Think of it like adding different rooms to your farmhouse. You've got your main living area, but then you might have a cozy reading nook, a playroom for the kids, and maybe even a workshop for Chip, because Lord knows he needs a dedicated space for his creations. On the farm, diversification means exploring different avenues to bring in income. Maybe you're known for your delicious tomatoes, but have you considered adding a beehive or two for some fresh honey? Or maybe you have a knack for baking and could sell homemade pies at the local farmers market. Agritourism is another fantastic option. Open your farm up for tours, host school groups, or create a pick-your-own experience. People love connecting with where their food comes from and experiencing the joy of farm life firsthand. Remember, diversification isn't just about adding more work, it's about spreading your risk and creating a more resilient business. If one crop has a bad year, you've got others to rely on. Plus, offering a variety of products and experiences makes your farm more appealing to a wider range of customers. It's a win-win! You know, there's nothing quite like the feeling of connecting with people face to face, sharing stories, and building relationships. And when it comes to selling your farm products, nothing beats the direct approach. Think about it. When you sell directly to your customers, whether it's at a farmer's market, through a farm stand, or even with those charming subscription boxes everyone's loving these days, you're cutting out the middleman. No more sharing your hard-earned profits with distributors or retailers. It's just you, your product, and the folks who appreciate it most. But direct-to-consumer sales are about more than just boosting your bottom line. It's about building a community around your farm. When people get to meet the farmer, hear your story, and see the passion you pour into your work, it creates a bond that goes beyond a simple transaction. They're not just buying a jar of jam or a dozen eggs. They're investing in your farm and your vision. And that, my friends, is priceless. Plus, getting direct feedback from your customers helps you understand what they love and what you can improve. It's like having a built-in focus group right there at your farm stand. So ditch the middleman and embrace the power of direct connections. Your customers will thank you for it, and your farm will reap the rewards. Now, just like a well-designed home, a well-planned farm can make all the difference in the world. When we tackled the farmhouse renovations, we always started with a good layout, making sure everything flowed smoothly and served a purpose. And believe me, a little planning goes a long way on the farm too. Think of your farm layout as a roadmap to success. You want to arrange your crops, livestock, and buildings in a way that maximizes efficiency and minimizes wasted time and resources. Start by grouping crops with similar needs together. Maybe your tomatoes and peppers can share a space, while your leafy greens prefer a shadier spot. And if you've got livestock, think about their proximity to pastures and water sources. The goal is to minimize the distance you have to travel between tasks, saving you time and energy. Don't forget about your storage areas. Having a designated space for tools, supplies, and harvested goods can work wonders for your organization and productivity. Trust me, there's nothing more frustrating than searching high and low for a misplaced rake or shovel when you've got work to do. Remember, a well-organized farm is a happy farm. So take the time to map out your layout, consider your workflow, and make adjustments as needed. Your back will thank you, and your bottom line will show the benefits of a streamlined operation. Chapter 4. Quality over quantity, focusing on high-value crops and products. Y'all know I have a soft spot for those unique, one-of-a-kind finds. Whether it's a vintage piece for the farmhouse or a special ingredient for a new recipe, Sometimes it's worth it to go the extra mile for quality. And the same goes for your farm products. Now, I'm not saying you have to reinvent the wheel, but consider adding some high-value crops or products to your lineup. Instead of just growing regular tomatoes, maybe try your hand at heirloom varieties or those adorable cherry tomatoes everyone loves to snack on. Or if you've got a knack for cheese making, explore specialty cheeses with unique flavors or textures. High-value products often fetch premium prices, which means you can earn more per unit sold. It's all about finding those niche markets and catering to customers who are willing to pay a little extra for something special. And don't underestimate the power of good branding. Create a memorable farm name, design attractive packaging, and tell your story in a way that resonates with your target audience. Remember, people are drawn to quality and authenticity, so let your passion shine through. By focusing on high-value offerings, you're not just selling a product, you're selling an experience, a story, a piece of your heart, and that, my friends, is worth its weight in gold. Chapter 5. Embrace the future, leveraging technology and data for a smarter farm. Now, I'll be the first to admit that technology isn't exactly my forte. Chip's the gadget guy in our family. But even I can see how technology can be a game changer for farmers. These days, there are apps and tools for everything, from monitoring soil health and water usage to tracking crop yields and predicting weather patterns. Think of it like having a trusty sidekick helping you make informed decisions every step of the way. Take soil sensors, for instance. These little devices can tell you exactly what nutrients your soil needs and when, so you can avoid over-fertilizing and save money on inputs. Or how about those fancy irrigation systems that use weather data to water your crops only when they need it? Talk about smart farming. By embracing technology, you're not only optimizing your resources and reducing waste, but you're also gaining valuable insights into your farm's performance. You can track trends, identify areas for improvement, and make data-driven decisions that boost your bottom line. So don't be afraid to dip your toes into the world of agricultural technology. It might seem a little daunting at first, but trust me, your farm and your sanity will thank you for it. Chapter 6. Sharing your farm's story, building a strong online presence. In this day and age, if you're not online, you're missing out on a whole world of opportunities. And that's especially true for small farms. Creating a strong online presence is like setting up shop on the biggest farmers market in the world, except it's open 24/7. Start by creating social media accounts for your farm. Share beautiful photos of your produce. Give people a behind-the-scenes look at your daily life and let your personality shine through. People love connecting with the faces behind their food, and social media is the perfect platform for building those relationships. If you're feeling really ambitious, consider launching a website for your farm. It's a great way to showcase your products, share your story in more detail, and even sell directly to customers online. And don't underestimate the power of email marketing. Creating a newsletter allows you to stay in touch with your customers, share updates about the farm, and let them know about special offers or events. Remember, building a strong online presence takes time and effort, but it's an investment that can pay off big time in the long run. Chapter 7. From field to table and everything in between. Adding value through processing. Now, just like every good renovation project needs those finishing touches, sometimes it's the little extras that add the most value. And the same goes for your farm products. Instead of selling all your produce raw, why not get creative and explore value-added products? Think about it. A basket of fresh strawberries is lovely, but a jar of homemade strawberry jam? That's next-level delicious. Or maybe you've got an abundance of herbs. Drying them and creating custom spice blends is a fantastic way to extend their shelf life and appeal to a wider audience. The possibilities are endless. From pickles and relishes to fruit butters and infused oils, value-added products allow you to tap into new markets, reduce waste by preserving excess produce, and significantly increase your profit margins. Plus, there's something so satisfying about transforming your raw ingredients into something new and delicious. It's like taking a little piece of your farm and sharing it with the world in a whole new way. But outro, you've got this. Building a profitable and sustainable farm. Running a small farm is hard work, no doubt about it, but it's also incredibly rewarding. And with a little creativity and some strategic planning, you can turn your passion into a thriving business that nourishes both your community and your bottom line. Remember, building a successful farm is a journey, not a race. Take it one step at a time, experiment with different approaches, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. There's a whole community of farmers out there who have been in your shoes and are eager to share their wisdom. So go out there, get your hands dirty, and make your farm dreams a reality. And be sure to let me know in the comments which of these tips you're most excited to try first. Until next time, happy farming, y'all. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next feature. 7 essential tools every small farmer needs.